Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today reviewing another one of these coffee and co drinks, but this one is going to be on the Latte Macchiato caramel flavour. So I got this particular drink out of Tesco, and I think it was around 80-90p, something like that. So not too expensive for what it is, or certainly compared to the branded ones anyway. So let's give you guys a full 360 of the packaging. So we have how big is this? It's a 250ml, which is the same size as like a normal energy drink size. Now this is a removable sleeve because it's got this bit here where you can rip it off and pull off the outside packaging. But yeah, most of the packaging is black, as you can see. We have kind of an orangey theme going around the the can or can bottle, whatever, to represent the the caramel flavour. So we have kind of like an orangey colour, which does make sense to obviously represent caramel, which again is that kind of browny kind of orangey colour. We just got the ingredients and stuff on the back, and as I said, we got the picture on the front. We got a couple of coffee beans which are on fire. Interestingly, it's kind of in like a love heart shape, so a little cool logo there. So we've got 3 stars at the bottom as well. On the bottom we've got nothing, and on the top again we've just got the lid again saying the kind of packaging and stuff like that again. So anyways, taking a closer look at the bottle. So it's a Coffee & Co Latte Macchiato Caramel flavoured iced coffee. So coffee flavoured drink made with whole milk, cream and caramel flavour. So the caffeine content is 35 milligrams per 100ml, which is only a few milligrams higher than what energy drinks are. And energy drinks are generally 32 milligrams per 100ml. So not that much more caffeine than what energy drinks are. And bear in mind, people think, you drink one kind of Red Bull, you're gonna have a heart attack. Yet people drink 3-4 of these a day when it's got more caffeine in it. So just think about that for a second. Anyway, so shake well before opening, which we will do. Keep refrigerated. These are full sugar, and they do contain 8.4 grams of sugar per 100ml, and each drink contains 21 grams of sugar. So it is almost full sugar, around that 10 grams mark. But to be honest with you, a lot of these cold coffee drinks are quite sweet anyway in terms of sugar and stuff like that. Apart from that, there is nothing else of interest on the packaging. So I'll give it a good shake, like it says. Now, these used to have a plastic lid on the top where you clip the lid on and then drank it. They replaced these with some sort of seal where there's like a little gap and like a layer of almost like cling film, and then you meant to drink it that way, and it's not great, to be honest with you. So anyways, regardless, I have my Zesty Lime Studios cup, which of course I'll be pouring it into. So right, hopefully it won't explode over me. These generally don't. There we go. Right, put the lid to one side. So you guys can really see that, but as you can see, there's kind of like I said, layer of cling film, and then there's a little cutout there. So it's not great, to be honest with you. I think they tried to do away with the lid, but it's not great. It just feels really, really weird. Anyways, so we all know the colour is going to be brown because, again, cold coffee drink. So surprise, surprise, the colour is brown. There we go, pour that all into there, or as much as I can. Right, put that to one side. So yeah, the colour is brown, as we can see. Maybe a tad on the lighter side. It definitely looks a tad on the lighter side, more of a lighter brown than a dark brown. For the most part though, it is that brown colour. Thickness wise, well, remember guys, this isn't a milkshake, it's not a frappe, so it's not advertised as thick, it's not meant to be thick. Now yes, it may be creamy and stuff like that, because it seems to be sticking a little bit, to be fair with you. It does seem like it has a bit of a thickness to it, which is interesting. But of course, comparing this to an actual milkshake, of course there is still no comparison. But yeah, definitely a little bit more thickness. I've seen way more waterier, thinner coffee drinks out there on the market. So yeah, quite impressed with that, to be honest with you. Anyways, let's give it a closer smell and see what it smells like. Yeah, it just smells of a cold coffee drink, really. There is a little bit of just subtle kind of caramelly smell there, just a very subtle smell, but for the most part, yeah, it's just mostly just a kind of generic cold coffee smell. Okay, well, nevertheless, guys, let's taste some. Okay, so I think it seems to be okay, to be honest with you. It's definitely nothing special, it's definitely nothing out of this world. Ultimately, it's just another cheaper cold coffee drink which tastes a little bit coffee with a minimal amount of caramel flavour there, and that's pretty much the drink in a nutshell. But going into a bit more detail, it's like, okay, so the sweetness doesn't seem that sugary or that sweet, to be honest with you, again, compared to the other brands that are full sugar as well, which you can see really, really sweet and over the top. But these doesn't seem that sweet, which, again, I said, personally, is a good thing, because I said these can be a bit over the top. But you've got all that sugar in the drink, but when it's not actually backing up the drink with the sweetness, you kind of think to yourself, well, is it really worth having all that sugar when it's not actually really that sweet? I would literally just rather drink one of the skinny lattes and just deal with it. The caramel flavour is, again, it's very weak. It's not the best caramel flavour whatsoever. It's kind of just there, kind of in the background. It's not what you'd expect. And again, from having this amount of sugar in the drink, it's not the flavour you'd expect, and not the sweetness you'd expect from having all the sugar in the drink. Whereas again, compared to some of the other brands that do have a syrupy flavour, they are a lot stronger than what this one is. So I think the caramel just isn't that strong. And that's your coffee taste itself, and the coffee drink, it's okay, to be honest with you. It's okay. It really isn't nothing special. It's not an out of this world crazy kind of coffee taste. It's a mediocre, just okay-ish tasting coffee drink. It's there, it's cheap, just thing. But said you look at what the supermarket owned ones do, or something like that, which again around the similar price or something like that, I find them to be a lot nicer than these Coffee and Co ones, because I reviewed a few of these Coffee and Co ones now, and they're okay, but they do really seem kind of cheapest of the cheapest. So what can you do? But it's fine for the price. But again, when you compare these to the Starbucks ones, which can be like £2.20, £30, £2.40 for like something that's equivalent to like this with the Starbucks, you're talking a whole almost £2 cheaper. So the comparison is there. But regardless, it's fine. It's not disgusting. It's just a bit average, a bit bland, and just not really that interesting at the end of the day. So the question is, how many zesties do I give this out of 10? Well, I think I'm going to give this, I don't know, let me take another big swig and then give my final view. I think, in all honesty, I think 5 zesties out of 10. Yeah, I think 5 zesties out of 10. Of course, it's cheap enough to pick it up and give it a try. Why not? Go ahead, guys, but just don't be amazed or surprised. But yeah, 5 zesties out of 10. Anyways, viewers, as always, thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you all later. Cry.